Hi, it's another great day in Coto de Caza, and today we're going to do some maintenance on this plant, our Strelitzia reginae, right? It's a bird of paradise. You see he's kind of lived his life out here. Comes to us from South Africa. It's a member of the, related to the banana plant. You can tell by the broad leaves here, all right? Now they get about 6 to 7 feet tall. Ours is only about 3 feet tall. And these leaves here, right? The leaves can get, I don't know, 28 inches long. Pretty long. And there's 2 ranks of leaves down at the bottom, and they form a little crown or a rosette sort of looking structure, or a fan-shaped crown. And up here the flower, this is called a spathe. Okay? Now it consists of both sepals and petals. And the 3 petals it has, when it's in color, 2 will fold down as like a perch for the sunbirds of South Africa to sit on, and the 3rd petal will open up, has all the anther and the pollen. Okay, so there's a couple things about maintenance on this plant. First, a term called trimming, pruning, or thinning. All right, so if you trim it, basically you're going to kind of cut off the old stuff like we have down here. You just clean it up, okay, remove any yellow leaves. That's called thinning, and you do that, you know, all the time. Of course, I didn't do it because I was lazy. There's also pruning, and you do this in the beginning of spring, where you just pretty much hack it all the way to the ground, all right? That's pruning. And what we're going to do today, we're going to do what's called thinning, which is really a combination of pruning, right, and trimming. Okay, so we're going to remove these big long flower stalks, cut them back. We're going to remove all the dead stuff out of here and cut it back a little bit so it can grow a little bit more for the rest of summer, because right now it's late spring. Okay, let's get to it. All right, so we'll start here with this, you know, simple leaf here. It's yellowing, it's kind of done, and we'll just go to the base here with our scissors and just snip it off. And there you go. That's all you need to do. There's these dead parts. You kind of trim those off. You can snip them. Okay. You use real shears. I just have these nice sharp gardening scissors. Well, not even very sharp. A lot of people really sterilize their equipment and all that, and maybe you should do that. I don't. I'm not that picky. So here's another one starting to yellow. Let's go down there and cut him off as well. All right. No problem. And over here, if you take a look at the flower stalk, here's a flower up here, right? Follow the stalk all the way down here to the bottom, just as far as you can go. And we clean it up later, but we'll just nip them right here, just like that. Okay, and he's snipped off. And you do that with all the flower stalks. So here's another flower stalk. Just come down here, and we'll nip that guy off too. Okay. There's another big flower stalk right here. Okay. And we'll just go down as far as we go. Snip him off. All right. So sometimes you'll get a bunch like this of old brown stems like this, kind of left over from previous pruning or trimming events. A lot of times you just can pull them straight up out of the ground. Just grab them, right? Just like this. Throw it up there. Okay. Now sometimes they're kind of a little tough to pull out, and you have to cut them, but a lot of times they just pull right out of the ground. And that's okay to do with this as well. Okay? So we're making some progress. These guys are, you know, a little older, and this is normal. As they get older, they're going to turn yellow, and some of the older leaves will die off. Now I've got mine here under my palm tree, so he's got a little bit of shade, and they like that because if it gets too much sun, even though they thrive, the leaves will kind of burn a little bit, right? Here's a little spent spathe, right? Looks like a bird. All right, so I'm going to get in on this side now of our plant. It's kind of a pain, but you got to do it. Now you're going to come across this situation where you have the flower stalk or stem, and it comes down here, and then it branches. So on the left, this is my flower, and on the right, that's just the simple leaf, all right? So what you want to do is you want to keep the leaf and cut off the flower stalk or stem. All right, so you're just going to come down here where it kind of intersects, cut off this guy, my super sharp shears, there we go. You leave them like this, so you preserve the leaf, but the flower's gone, okay? All right, so let's see how we did. That took about an hour. Here's all my cuttings down here. It's kind of a mess. Maybe somebody will clean that up for me. And here she is, all thinned out. Wow. So here's a before and after photos, kind of side by side. Kind of see the difference. But one thing that's tough is down here where you get these all the dead pieces that they don't pull up. And oh, this guy just pulled right up. Try and get them out. But if you can't, just leave them there and take them out when you prune this thing in March or even after summer. All right, so it looks pretty good. Okay, so lesson learned, scissors. So make sure you get the right pruning shears or scissors, because my hands are kind of hurting and a little bit blistered too. All right, there you go. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Bye.